This is the Guardian of Gaia, and I am here to help you see what the new earth will look like. And so let me take you on a journey to this hallowed and sacred place. The new earth is a beautiful landscape of nature, and nature in its pure working condition and form. The fields of grass grow tall, the oak trees grow tall, as well as the maple and the elm. Many varieties of trees will come back and grow in groves, in family groups, and they will communicate with each other. The new earth will be the age of the trees, who have come to work with humans and provide shelter and shade for the newly evolved human being. Nature will not be contained. Nature will be allowed to be in its pristine and natural state. If a dam is to be built, it will be built by beavers. And humans and animal life will be in telepathic communication so that they can live in harmony and so that they can achieve common goals without intruding upon the habitats of each other. And yes, dams will be built by beavers who have done this work for millions of years. And the landscape will be inviting, calm, peaceful, and it will provide everything that a human being could need or want. Humans will no longer have the desire or so perceived need to kill animals for clothing, shelter, or sport. That will be something that resides in the old earth. Animals will be allowed to roam freely. The buffalo will roam over the Great Plains of North America once again. The dolphins will swim in the waters unobstructed again, and so will the whales. Hunting or killing of animals will not be allowed upon the new earth. Human beings will get their needs met by the growing of plants. Hemp, which is the marijuana plant, will provide clothing, shelter, food, and other commodities that the human being requires. Plants of all kinds, herbs of all kinds, will communicate with channels and perceptive human beings who will once again understand their full power and the attributes that they offer. So the unperceived healing qualities of many plants and herbs will come to the fore, and human beings will not need chemically produced pharmaceuticals from a lab to have their diseases cured. In fact, it will be a land where disease practically does not exist, because as soon as human beings have a frequency come up in their body that is incompatible, it will be addressed very, very quickly by sound healers and individuals that work with the healing properties of crystals to heal that human being. Disease is caused by a mismatch of frequency within the body. If your liver is at a lower frequency than your stomach and your skin is at another frequency, there is a mismatch of vibration, and this gets the human organs to not work synchronistically together. So it is about bringing balance back into the body by creating systems that vibrate at the correct frequencies so that they can communicate with each other. Healing will be crystalline in nature and herbal in nature, and many people will utilize accoutrements from ancient days to bring healing and love and expansion to the human psyche. When we mention crystals, we mention that crystals will be used to fuel the new earth. Technology, transportation, energy production, meaning heat and cooling, um, and telepathy will all be enhanced by the use of crystals. And master crystal teachers will incarnate upon the earth to teach how to utilize crystals safely and effectively to help humans in their everyday life, and also to help them expand in their consciousness. It is not a well-known fact, but the common quartz crystal can be utilized not only to access other worlds, but to bring those gifts from those worlds to the earth plane. And this was something that was done quite frequently in Atlantis and Lemuria. Now, these gifts will be given to humans based on their capacity to receive. As you know, there was a misuse of the crystalline technology in Atlantis, and there was an aberration in ancient Lemuria where the psyche became a little bit off balance or off center. And so these civilizations disappeared. It is very important to the Lemurian mother goddess that no type of abuse or misuse of crystals come into the new earth. And so the secrets of the crystalline technology will be introduced and also utilized based on the capacity of the humans to do so in full integrity. Instead of creating schools where children learn to profit off of each other or learn a skill or trade to make a living, making a living will not be an issue. Even a person who is not contributing to their full capacity will be provided for. Homes will be made of hemp or natural materials. Food will be grown very, very readily. Crystals will be grown in labs. So pesticides, herbicides, glyphosate, all of these types of artificial farming will be eliminated. Growers will grow plants working with the nature devas, talking to the plants, talking to the spirits behind the plants. The plants will grow one season and then they die, and their fruits and their riches will be disseminated to humans. Humans will have a vegan diet. There will be no need to drink the milk of another animal. That milk will be utilized for the young of that animal. Animals are tired of being abused by humans, just as humans were very tired of being abused by dark reptilians. It is time for everybody to go into their power, live their lives based on giving and taking with love. So the world will be very, very natural, but yet technologies will be brought into place that will make the most of these natural gifts on Mother Gaia. And humans will not have the fear of starvation, poverty, of illness. They know that they will be provided for. And as they express their love to Mother Earth and each other, more and more abundance will come their way. Abundance in all natural forms. There will not be a money system because money will not be needed. All the needs will be taken care of. Master crystallologists will utilize crystals to provide energy freely out of love for their fellow human being. You're not going to have to scramble to make a living. You will be provided for by the evolved, beautiful beings who live on the planet and freely share their gifts based on a motivation of love. So advanced technology will come about and will happen, and it will depend on the human's capacity to handle it. There will not be another destructive phase on the new Earth. Human beings, with all of this free time and abundance around them, will spend their time pursuing their passions. So communities will come about upon the new Earth where certain groups will coalesce to work on their passions. If there is a group of individuals who likes working with plants, they want to learn as much as they can about echinacea or certain types of plants on the planet. They are botanists and they want to study the growing and healing properties of plants. They will coalesce in a community and they will study these things and work in harmony and do research, and they will live their passion. The same is true for people that have an interest in crystals, whether it's to produce energy or to use them for healing or to use them to bring in off-planetary energies and souls that will bring in information for humans to experience. Also, there will be groups of artists that live together, whether they are sculptors or painters. Perhaps there will be artists who are writers that want to live in a writing community and share each other's works. Maybe there will be a group of poets who live together and they have poetry events where they can express themselves and share their most precious work. So the work of the heart, the work of the soul, your true passion, you will be given the opportunity to work and live it in the new age. However, not all humans want to live in community. There will be some groups where there will be some individuals who live consistently communing with nature. The hermits of old, they might want to live in a cave and commune with Mother Earth, commune with the spirits, and live in solitude, and that is perfectly fine. There will be family groups that coalesce and live together who are very, very focused on raising healthy, loving, well-adjusted, and adapted children. So the most precious gift to be given on the new Earth is the gift of life. Human beings will not reproduce like they do currently. And when they reproduce, it will be a huge celebration and a great, great event. And when a soul decides that it wants to come into the womb of its mother, it will be loved and cherished and communicated with from inception. And these beautiful children will be brought into the new Earth, and these will be very highly evolved souls who will come down to teach the humans and further the expansion of the energies on this planet. So the population, yes, will be decreased. The Earth is overpopulated right now. Animals are not given their habitats. Plants are not given their space. And there will be a newfound respect for the plant, animal, and mineral kingdom. And as humans start to love, truly love these souls will start opening up and start communicating telepathically with humans who are ready to receive this information. The whales will be bringing in the energies that will communicate with the Syrian light beings. They will bring in the ability for humans to spread their information, their knowledge, their words beyond the earth realm. Dolphins will bring in the beautiful Pleiadian energy of creatively living in community and the energy of joy. And if a human, for instance, is born in a small community of 80 or 100 light workers who are painters, and each soul will choose its parents, its incarnational pattern, and where it wants to live. So if you are an artist in the ethers and you want to practice art and expand your repertoire upon earth, you will incarnate into an artist family, into an artistic community, and you will be painting from the time you were born. You will be around this energy. You will be painting from the time you can talk and handle the paintbrush in your hand. So humans will be loving life because they will be doing what they want to do, and their motivation will be one of love. Now, there will be special places upon the earth where you could consider them ET landing spots or portals where extraterrestrials come down. There will be special places where they come down, which will be in resonance to their frequency. So Pleiadians do have bases upon the planet currently, but they are hidden and usually in the higher dimension. When you go to the new Earth, these Pleiadian landing spots will be well known, and the Pleiadians will come and go in their portals, and they will come down to observe Earthlings, to help Earthlings, and Earthlings that would like to communicate with them or work with them will be invited to do so. Human beings will travel freely. If, for instance, you are a sculptor and you want to go to a community across the landmass, yes, the land masses will be quite different. So we can't say you're going to go from China to Nigeria. You might be going from A to B, but those continents do not exist yet, as they will be coming up from the waters. However, if you are a sculptor and you've been studying in your family group or community, and yet you know about another community on another landmass where they're doing very innovative work and you want to go there and study, you will go. You will study there. You can roam freely, and each community group will openly welcome those who want to learn the special skill or product or teaching that they have to offer. There will be, again, monks who live in seclusion, as they do today, and whose main purpose and goal is communing with the divine and expanding their spiritual gifts, expanding their consciousness. So essentially, because your needs will be taken care of, because there are those upon the planet incarnated who will bring about advanced technology to produce all of your needs, you will have the time and the freedom to work and to experience your passions. Passions, yes. Now, crystalline healing caves will exist. Crystalline technology will come back in that will be anti-aging. So you can expect that the average human lifespan will be much, much longer on the new Earth, because the technology will be brought back and ETs will come and share their technologies that can prolong human life. So if you want to live for 300 years, it's not going to be a problem. Many of the new souls coming in are coming from Venus. The Venetian energy, the Venetian culture, if you will, is going to permeate the new Earth. So the culture will be Lemurian, but it will also be Venetian, and many of those Venetian, and the Venetian energy has started to come in, but it'll come in more and more prevalently as the years go on. The Venetians will bring in that cultural renaissance of food, love, art. Just think of Venus, think of the Italian Renaissance, think of heightened architecture, art, think of beauty in all of its forms. That is what is coming to the new Earth from the Venetians. And as we have mentioned, the forerunners are already here, but more are on their way. So you can see that the new Earth will be a very, very pleasant, loving, and beautiful place to live. It will be like a Garden of Eden, but it won't be boring, because anything that you want to study or pursue, you can pursue. If it is not on the planet, then you will have access through crystalline technology to the ETs or light beings that have expertise in that field. It is going to be an amazing place to be. It is the place where every soul will want to be because it is so beautiful. Earthlings will be communing with the Mother Earth. There will be loving, balancing, grounding energy coming up from the earth. Earthlings will be in constant communication with Mother Earth, and they will be loving in a loving, symbiotic relationship with the Mother, who is full of surprises for Earthlings who respect her and value her gifts. Also, the divine Mother Goddess of Lemuria will be incarnated, and she will be the spiritual ruler of the new earth. Yes, it is important that Earthlings have a guide or a guidepost or someone to look up to who can provide higher thought forms, higher ways of living, more and more love. And so the Mother Goddess will call her own the Lemurians around her, and the Lemurian culture will be brought back in all of its beauty and grace. And so these are very, very exciting times coming up for all creatures upon the new earth. However, animals, plants, and minerals will be respected. All life will be respected. All life will understand that they have the right to be here and to experience the beautiful buzzing of the bees and the flowers and the flying of the butterflies above your head and the beautiful birds chirping, singing their beautiful songs every morning, noon, and night. Life will be respected and loved, and so because creatures will feel that love, they can sing their song to the fullest. The birds can sing their beautiful songs to the fullest. Eventually, pranic energy will provide their sustenance, so animals will not need to prey upon each other. Again, their needs will be met as well. As Jesus said, the lion will lay down with the lamb. If you want to get hints about how the new earth will be, look up the teachings of Christ. Anyhow, just know that it will be a divine place full of grace and beauty, help and support. You will be loved, appreciated, and respected and honored as the child of God and the beautiful, unique expression of God that you are. It will be heaven upon earth. And your heavenly brothers and sisters will be here to share it with you. It will be a place of beauty, divinity, and grace. And this is what the guardians of Gaia have come today to transmit to you. And although we have spoken these words, we want to energetically transmit to you the most loving and highest vibrations of this beautiful realm. And so we do this with the help of the selenite. So please go inside your own heart and think about what you would like to manifest for the new earth. How would you like to live on the new earth? Do you want to be going from place to place, sailing across the waters, visiting cultures and learning from other peoples? Or do you want to stay in one place and pursue your passion? Whatever it is, we ask that you go into your heart and we ask that you get a vision, bring in a reality of how you want to live on the new earth, and meditate upon this in your own heart, as this will bring in the keys and the codes to make it so. And we ask that you take a few moments to do this now. Very good. And the Lemurians from Telos are coming in, and they want to say hi. They are living underground, Mount Shasta, in a higher dimension. And they, as well, are holding the keys and the new frequency and the vision for the new earth. And they would like to send their energy and their love to you. And so we ask that their transmission come through. Very good. And so the Lemurians underground in the higher dimensions will be coming back to help Earthlings with food production, sustainable ways of living, all of those things. Trees will not be cut down and harvested. There are many, many better ways to create energy, as we all know. So it's exciting. So at this time, I want to end conscious communication with the guardians of Gaia and the Lemurians. This is Donna Carroll talking, but I want to end conscious communication. Okay, so I am back fully. I want to thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I love you. I want nothing more than every soul that wants to be, than for every soul that wants to be on the new earth to go there. Understand that the separation of worlds will happen based on vibration. So if your vibration is not high enough to get to the new earth, you're not going to go there. If your vibration is high enough to go there, you will go there. So the most important thing right now that anyone can do is work on raising their frequency, because it will bring in the new earth faster, quicker, and it'll get you there. It'll get you to that destination, and you won't be on the fence. You won't be. I had one friend say, "Oh, I don't know if I'm going to the new earth," and I'm thinking, of course you are, silly, because even if you know about it, it's in your consciousness, you know, you're going to go. I've been waiting for the new earth for my whole life, and I can't wait until it comes in. And honestly, I don't know when it's going to come in. I know it will be accompanied by great, great earth changes, as the Mother Earth requires a cleanse. And I know that it's going to be within my lifetime. I would think it's going to be relatively soon. Definitely. I'm thinking within like 5 years. I mean, some people say it's going to happen this year. My guides have not told me. I don't know the exact time. So anyhow, I wish you so much love, luck, prosperity, abundance, spiritual connection, and evolution.